Chapter 9 Degrees of Comparison. So my dear children, today we will start new chapter of grammar 9 Degrees of Comparison. This is very important chapter, so I request you all please pay attention and open your textbook page number 74-75. So let's start. Comparison of adjectives and adverb. So as you can see on page number 75, I have put on the screen also. Minu is as tall as Annie. Now here you will get the picture in the beside of the sentences. Here we have four kinds of girls: Lily, Annie, Minu and Ashi. So here Minu is as tall as Annie. So here Minu and Annie are of the same height. When we are having any similar thing between two things or two person, so there we can use as tall as short as, whatever verb or adjective, adverb, whatever you can use. Annie is taller than Ashi, but she is not as tall as Lily. Here is written that Annie is taller than Ashi, means Ashi is smaller. It's here you can see in the picture her height is little short in the compare of another two girls, right? Annie. So Annie is taller than Ashi, but she is not as tall as Lily, means Lily, here Lily shown highest, means tallest girl. So here it is said that it is not as tall as Lily. Lily is taller than the other girls. Now here Lily is taller than other girls and Lily is the tallest of the girls. Now here when we are comparing about with any two person, so there we can use taller, right? And among all we can compare, of all the girls we can compare. So here Lily is the tallest girl, so there we can use tallest. We use as to compare things or people that are equal in some way. Whenever we are using any equal thing between any person, so there we can use as. We use er, then or more than to compare two things. When we are comparing any two things or two people, we are using er. For an example, here tall we have used. So when we are comparing two person, we can use er, taller. Now the same way when we use forms like taller and more beautiful, we are having some adverbs, adjectives that we cannot add er after that spelling. So there we have to use, instead of er, more. Suppose beautiful is there, beautiful we cannot add beautifuler, so we have to add more beautiful. It is called comparatives. Now we use est to compare three or more than three persons or things, right? When we are comparing three person or three things, for that we can use est. For an example, here we have used Lily is the tallest girl. After tall we have used here est. So it is there. For the same way, beautiful we cannot use beautifulest, right? So that here we have to add before beautiful most for superlative degrees, right? So er we are using for comparative and est we are using for superlative degree. Now here we have examples that I will read for you. This room is as big as that. Gold is softer than copper. A chair is more comfortable than a stool. Which of these books would be the most useful? Now here we have a note. We can also say not so as. For an example, this room is not so big as that. So this way also we can use not so as. Now after this, the above all the examples, whichever we have discussed these examples that are comparative of adjectives. Now the following sentences we will show the comparison of adverb. Above whatever we have seen the sentences, That was the comparison of adjective. Now we will see comparison of adverb. Akhil ran fast. Abdul ran faster than Akhil. Now as we are reading this sentences, so you have understood, because you know that where we have to use er when we are using est. When only we are talking about any single thing or any single person, there we can use only the fast, right? Now here we have compare in the second sentence, Abdul ran faster than Akhil. Abdul and Akhil, we are comparing two person, so there we have used faster, er. It means it is comparative degree, because we are talking about any two person. Whenever we are comparing any two person, we are using comparison, comparative degree. Prince ran fastest of all the boys. Now here Prince is running very fast, right, among all the boys. So here we have used est. It means superlative, because we are comparing Prince with all the boys, right? Nisha types as carefully as Zinat. Mary types more carefully than Zinat. Now here carefully is there, we cannot add er after carefully, so we have written more carefully. Himesh works hardest in the office. So I hope you have understood this all. In these sentences with comparatives, we can leave out then, THAN, phrase. For an example, then the other girls, then Akhil. Here in all sentences, when we have used in the comparative things, in the comparative degree, we have used THAN. So that is very important if the meaning is clear without it. For an example, Leela is taller. Abdul ran faster. I want a bigger bag. Means here we are talking about single thing or single person. But when we are talking about two person, we have used here then. Similarly, in sentences with superlatives, we can leave out of of phrase. For an example, or of the girls, right? Or in phrase means, for an example, in the world. So if the meaning is clear without it, for an example, Leela is the tallest. Pam ran fastest. This way you can use in the sentences. A large number of adjectives and a few adverbs have comparatives and superlatives ending in er and est. So some adjectives and most adverbs take more and most. Whichever, see here large number of adjectives and few adverbs are having comparative and superlative ending with er and est. But some adjectives and most adverbs take more and most. So now I request you all, please turn the page, and here we will see in the tables that where we have to use er and where we have to use est, where we have to use more or most. So by these tables you can understand well. Now here on the page number 76, first one, short adjectives, it means one syllable words, take er and est. If they end in e, they take only r and st. Now if any spelling is ending with e, so we have to add only r, and for superlative we have to add only est, right, or st. Cold, colder, coldest. Cheap, cheaper, cheapest. Short, shorter, shortest. Wise, wiser, wisest. Now here see, wise spelling is end with e, so we don't have to add here one more e. Wiser, wise spelling wise, is it ends with e, so we have to add only r. The same way in the superlative form, wisest, wisest, we are not adding another e and st. Brave, braver, bravest. The same way in brave also we have add only r and st. If the words end in one vowel plus one consonant, we double the consonant. The same way here you can see in the example, big, Now here we have only one consonant, so we have to double it. Bigger, when we will write bigger, here double G will be there. And when we will write biggest, there also we are using double G. So these all things you have to keep in mind and study these tables very nicely. Hot, hotter, hottest. Here you can see the difference, we have used double T, double T. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Next one, adjectives of 3 or more syllables take more and most. Now here beautiful, popular, intelligent. So we cannot write here ER and EST. So we have to use before beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Popular, more popular, most popular. Intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. Now next one, adjectives of 2 syllables follow one or other of the above rules. Those which end in Y add ER, EST. The Y changes into I before adding ER and EST. Now any spelling when we are using plural forms. So if the spelling ends with Y, so we are removing Y and instead of Y we are writing I and then we are adding S or ES. The same way here happy. So the happy spelling ends with Y. When we are writing ER, so we have to remove Y and we have to add instead of Y, I. Means happier, happiest. You can see here the spelling happier, HAPPIER. The same way HAPPIEST. Funny, funnier, funniest. Here also Y we have removed and instead of Y, IER you have to write, and funniest means FUNNIEST. Easy, easier, easiest. So I hope you have understood. Now most other 2 syllable adjectives take more, most. They include words ending in full, less, ing, ed, means FUL, LESS, ing and ed. So here joyful means it ends with FUL. When any adjectives ending with FUL, LES, LESS, ing or ed, so there we have to use more in the comparison and most in the superlative. So joyful, here joyful end with full, FUL. So here we cannot write joyfuler, right? Here we have to write more joyful or most joyful. Boring, here also ing is there, so you can understand that when we have to use more, right? More we are using for when you have to keep in mind that when the adjective will end with full, FUL, LESS, ing or ed. Boring, more boring, most boring. Surprised, more surprised, most surprised. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Careless, more careless, most careless. So I hope you have understood. Now see on page number 77. A few adjectives take either ER, EST or more, most. They include common, pleasant, quiet, gentle, cruel, polite, simple, narrow. A few adjectives and adverbs have irregular comparative and superlative. So here good, we have some irregular comparative and superlatives are there, so their spelling will change when we are writing the same some words, right? Like some adjectives in a positive degree, but when we are using the same word in a comparative degree or in superlative degree, so the spelling also will change, word also will change, meaning will be same. Good, when we are using good as an adjective and well as an adverb, it will change into comparative, better, and in the superlative, best. Bad, badly, it will be changed into worse and worst. Little, less, least. Least spelling you see, LEAST. Many, much. when we are using many, much, it will change in comparative more and in superlative most. Far, it will be farther or further, farthest and furthest. Now see next one. We use farther or further and farthest and furthest to talk about the distance. Further and furthest, but not farther and farthest, right? Can also mean more or additional. Now for an example, are there any further questions? Or I can't work further. So this way you can understand these sentences. The following adverbs take er and est: fast, hard, late, long, near, early, soon. So these adverbs except soon have the same form as adjectives: fast, faster, fastest, hard, harder, hardest, early, earlier, earliest, soon, sooner, soonest. Now the next one, other adverbs take more and most. They are mostly words ending in ly. So slowly, more slowly, most slowly, carefully, more carefully, most carefully, happily, more happily, most happily, often, more often, most often. So I hope you have understood this chapter. So children, whichever on page number 76 and 77 we have discussed these tables, please study these tables very well. Also you have to read once or twice on page number 75 whatever the notes and some lines are given. So please read it and understand this properly. Exercises and some more explanation we will see in the next video. Thank you.